A 21-year-old student from Delta State University was found lynched on a tree. This all took place in Mississippi. This has become a major situation. We're here to figure out what really happened. Was this self-unaliving, or was this something far darker? So for the past few days, there's been a situation at Delta State University in Mississippi where a black man was found. I am here to state my opinions and what I believe would happen. They said there was no foul play detected.
Delta State University is deeply sad to confirm the deceased individual was discovered on our campus this morning. At approximately 7:05 a.m., the university police was notified of what appeared to be the body of a black male hanging from a tree central campus near the DSU pickleball courts. We later identified the male subject to be 21-year-old DeMar Trevion Reed of Grenada, Mississippi. Mr. Reed's next of kin has been notified. At this time, there's no evidence of foul play. While there's no evidence of foul play, the body has been retrieved by Bolivar County Coroner's Office. As you can see behind me, I've requested the assistance of the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation, Bolivar County Sheriff's Office, and Cleveland PD to assist us in this ongoing investigation.
A lot of people online has been saying there was broken arms and there was broken legs and stuff like that, but there's no full proof that there was broken arms and broken legs. I'm not here to justify anything. I'm here to state what I think is what's going on.
That young man had 2 broken legs and was hanging from a tree. And you trying to tell me there was no foul play? If I was his mama, I'd be 38 hot. And I'm pretty sure she is. She is grieving, mad, and confused. And she got every right to be. Like, can you imagine just like getting a phone call and they telling you that your son experienced all of this and he gone at that? While you was trying to send him to college? I got 4 black men in the making. And I can't imagine getting a phone call like that. Let me tell you. And then I just can't believe they said there was no foul play. So you trying to convince me that man broke his own 2 legs and climbed up there? What did he do? Climb up there and then break his legs, or break his legs and then, or did he climb up? And then, like it don't even make sense to even say it because it don't make no sense. That is crazy. And then they reported that, hey, that's too much. Then they reported that America is not even safe no more, which we already knew that. We already knew that. First it was the HBCUs. Now this young black boy that his life is going.
People is trying to jump to the conclusion that this is a whole racism thing. And there's no proof of anybody being hate crime. There's no proof of a palm-colored person lynching him.
We all know who did that. We all know who did it. They gonna try to sugarcoat it as if it wasn't it. But we know who did it.
I'm not saying I don't believe it happened, because obviously racism is still a thing in this world. But people gotta understand, you just cannot assume that every time something happens to a black person, somebody white does something to them without any evidence, without any. Nobody cannot use a family member or an alleged family member as a viable source saying the legs and the arms is broken of this man. I've been seeing things on Twitter about it, and a lot of people in the comments was talking about, but they don't care. And it was conservatives. That's why I'm not a conservative now, because conservatives be right sometimes about black people, but the other half is just ignorance and racism. They're trying to say that the Charlie Kirk situation had something to do with the hanging of this male in Mississippi.
In this country, Charlie Kirk believed that black people were better off before the civil rights movement and as slaves because we created less crimes. Charlie Kirk believed that even if a child is raped, becomes pregnant, she should still be forced to have that child. Charlie Kirk believed that transgender people were abominations. Charlie Kirk believed that even though there are thousands of deaths every year in this country from gun violence, including school shootings, he believed that that was worth it so that Americans can keep the right to have their guns. Trey Reed was a 21-year-old black man. You're 25 or up, you know that when you're 21, you're still just a kid. Trey Reed didn't create a platform spreading hate. Trey Reed was hanging from a tree at Delta State University. So what do you think? Y'all let me know.
Getting hung on a tree, like Christmas ornaments, just for being black. Imagine getting hung on a tree, like Christmas ornaments, just for being.
And they claim there was no cameras around, so I don't know. This is my point of view. I'm not gonna sit here and just hop on that train. Oh yeah, they're after us. The white people are after us. Yes, oh my God, they're hanging us black people. Like, baby, no. There's this another thing that people are saying: black men don't themselves.
Black people do not lynch themselves. Black people do not lynch themselves. Like, why is that?
Broke both of his legs and his arm, and use one arm to muscle up some strength to grab a rope and tie itself.
Unfortunately, they do. And that is just a hard pill to swallow. You can sit here and blame suicide on white men or on white people in general, but there is plenty of black people I know who have committed. I'm a survivor of suicide myself. Black people do that type of stuff. So Y'all need to stop trying to blame white people for everything. You wonder why they apparently hate us now. I do believe that these white people are getting comfortable talking about us. They need to tone it down a bit, but I'm just saying, you gotta hear these people out when they're saying stuff like that. I do not fucking fully believe that someone would sit there and go out their way to hang this black man at a college campus. What is the reason and why would someone do it? Like, it's just like, y'all gotta stop that stuff.
The family of Trey Reed has not even received a phone call from the president of Delta State University and to tell them exactly what happened to their child that they entrusted to Delta State University. As we move forward, we're just looking for answers that a simple camera on the university's campus will answer.
Until we get more evidence, and if I see more evidence leading towards someone actually hanging this boy, I will literally believe that side. But for now, I am neutral about it, and I believe he probably did do that to himself, or maybe somebody did him. Who knows? But for now, I'm opening up the option that he did, in fact, himself. Y'all do not want to recognize men's mental health, and that's a huge issue in the black community, I guess, because black men go through a lot of things. Y'all don't want to acknowledge that, because when someone dies in the black community, y'all blame white people. So yeah, I really hope that this situation can be brought to light, and I do agree, a lot of people is trying to sweep the situation under the rug. I don't understand when stuff like this happen to black people. Nobody seems to care. When Charlie Kirk passed away, they made it a huge deal because he's a cis white male.
It's such bullshit. I've never been so pissed in my whole life. And it's murder charge.
But the thing is, Charlie Kirk, he's dead. He gone. And I literally can care less. But obviously, I'm not that type of person. He did say some things that I agree with. And he said some things that I did not agree with. And there was another situation about the Delta State student where there was a cousin of his that apparently came on TikTok saying he was the cousin, but no, he was not the cousin. He was doing it for attention, and he deleted the videos. Now, because another black YN or whatever coming on TikTok saying, oh, he the real cousin or something like that, his family don't fuck with him or stuff like that, y'all doing this whole fight while this man is dead. Y'all black people need to stop that shit. And this boy was talking about how he was lying about him being the cousin, and he was talking about how he gonna beat his ass. If both of y'all sound stupid, honestly, like, girl, like, shut up. Y'all act so fucking hard for no fucking reason. Take accountability, please, and realize and open up your brains that suicide was probably a real thing in this situation. Not just because some racist white person said, hey, let me hang this black person because I don't like them. I just cannot get myself to believe that a white person will sit there and hang a black person in 2025. It's Mississippi, of course. Baby, I'm from Mississippi. It's normal down there. It's not what you think it is. There is horses, but baby, it's normal in Mississippi. Let's just see what happens in the future, see about the evidence and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video right here. Hope this video was informative enough for you. But yeah, peace out and bye.